Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Garrett Heck, what's going on, man? Thanks for jumping in. Trying to find those portal glyphs, dude. I got like one. I'm trying to get to Unification Day. That's how the fuck you get out of a crater. What's going on, Logston? So Garrett, first of all, the way you find portals is you have to find travelers, and they essentially give you assistance on where to locate traveler graves, and then at those graves you unlock portals, or portoglyphs, is my understanding. And Unification Day is something in the No Man's Sky lore. So in the lore, it basically states, it's a hint to how we've all been playing the game with our different hubs and federations. And basically, that thing is fucking ugly. And basically talks about getting together once a year on Unification Day to celebrate, you know, some kind of shit. So, my speculation, what I think is going on, is Hello Games intentionally put that inside the game so that we all gather in the same place at the same time, you know, on a certain day, I guess. And potentially they might release the update at that event. That event is to take place on December 30th. And it's going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then I think occur for 24 hours thereafter. But seriously, But my speculation is they may drop the update around that time, so I want to make sure that I get to attend Unification Day. Well, Unification Day is going to be kind of far away from me, so the easiest way for me to get there is to get portal glyphs and go through a portal and at least get to the location, or get to the system that way. And then if I've got to claim a home base or something out there, then I'll do that. I'll find some way. But I also need portal glyphs because a buddy of mine, Empty Benches, that sometimes gets on the chat, he's got a farm that's got a ton of shit on it. And damn, all those animals give me frame rate problems. I'd like to be able to go to his farm and get myself some money. So.
Extreme radiation detected.
Lokshin says, I finally made it to the hub in Euclid. Nice, man. So my home base where I'm at right now, where you're watching, this is in the old Galactic Hub. They call it the Legacy Hub. So the day before Atlas Rises dropped, I finally got here to this planet specifically. Or no, sorry, the next door planet called Bakugo. And a player named Andy Krychek had a base there. I checked in, went to sleep, and I woke up and 1.3 had kicked off. So I was only in the original Galactic Hub for one day before things really got popping. But now I live here. Squatters' rights. Garrett Heck says, can you only find travelers after the main story? No, so so the travelers that I'm talking about to get the glyphs, you can encounter as part of the story, but also you can just, as you're traveling and searching for buildings and stuff like that, or space stations, you could discover them that. So there's many ways to it, travelers. But then, like, actual travelers, like other players in the No Man's Sky universe, you can sometimes run into them, especially like if you're just in populated areas of the game, which, being that I'm in the Legacy Hub, happens from time to time, but not so much as it probably would have if this was still the dominant hub. Oh shit. But right now I'm just looking for little outposts and things like that where I might encounter a traveler that may lead me to a portal glyph. Logshin says I'm in Lenin. Logshin, if you're in Lenin, you might be in the old, unless they renamed it in the new hub. If you're in Lenin, you might be in the old Galactic Hub, my friend, and if that's the case, you're not far from me, because I'm near the top of the hub tree in the old hub. So you might be closer to me than you may think. Logshin says I'm trying to find glyphs for a star. Or no, that was Gareth that was in Lenin. Yeah, if you're in Lenin, dude, in the old hub, you're not far from me. It's hub 68. Okay. So you can only use glyphs one time. Garrett, no. You can use glyphs as many times as you want. So like, this is my home planet. I've got a portal on here. I can use the glyphs in any combination that I want to. And it doesn't matter how many glyphs you have. Just you can type in multiple combinations of whatever set you've got, and you can end up going to different places, and you can do it multiple times. So you have to feed a lot of resources to the glyphs, or to the portal. But once you activate the portal, it's active, and you could use the portal as often as you'd like. So I've only got one portal glyph, but I can type in that one glyph 100 times and go through that portal 100 times, and it's, you know, nothing's gonna... It doesn't hurt anything to do that. Logshin says, my issue is I don't know the glyphs for this star at all. So, here's the cool thing, Logshin. It's a little something that I found out. I'm sure other people probably would have discovered this also, or did. But what I figured out was if you use the old, what do you call it, Pilgrim Star Path map, They updated it for 1.3, so very quickly after 1.3, they updated the Pilgrim Star Path map to match the way that things are now. And because of the portal glyphs and the combinations, somebody figured out that the actual portal glyphs are just based off the 16-digit address codes when you build a signal booster. So the geniuses that created the Pilgrim Star Path map created a way for you to build a signal booster, take that code, put that into the Pilgrim Star Path map, and from there you can actually it'll give you the portal code. So it'll assign you the glyphs necessary to go to that planet. So even if you don't know what your code is for your planet, let's say you've not found a portal on that planet, it doesn't matter. All you've got to do is build a signal booster, put it through Pilgrim Star Path map app on their website. It'll tell you the glyphs for that planet, and then a player will just end up at whatever portal is on that planet. So there's people have been figuring out ways around everything, so pretty sick. Washington says, yeah, I'm in the old hub. Well, me and you need to meet up, my friend, because I'm near the top of the tree, dude. I'm like there, like in the legit hub tree. Literally, I'm like maybe 13 to 20 light years jump away from the actual top of the tree. So we might be really close together. Muhammad YT316 says, hi bro, sup? What up, dude? Holy shit, I didn't know that there is cars in No Man's Sky. Yeah, buddy, you missed a lot. No Man's Sky's changed quite a bit. Basically, hold on, let me solve this puzzle real quick. So after the Pathfinder update, Muhammad, they added Exocraft. You get 3 different kinds. You have the Roamer, which is more of an ATV. And then you've got, I forget what the other one is, but it's like a hover car basically. And I don't use it that much, but it can fly over the top of water and shit like that. Then there's this one that's called the Colossus, which essentially is a giant mining vehicle. Looks really similar to that thing that Luke Skywalker bought R2-D2 and C-3PO from in A New Hope. They added the ability to build bases and own freighters. They added a bunch of shit, man. This game is... I've been playing it since it came out, Muhammad, and this game is nothing like the original version that was released. It's a totally different game. And in a good way. Keeps the spirit of the original game, but it's a much better title. Washington says, all I did was look up Galactic Hub glyphs and just went there and ended up in Lenin. Yeah, dude, Lenin is the old Galactic Hub and top of the tree. Or I think it's near the top of the tree or somewhere, I can't really remember, to be honest. I might fly into space here in a minute and check it out. Because I feel like I'm probably pretty close to you, and I can warp there pretty easily. Muhammad said, that looks so cool. Yeah, it is, man. And you can probably, if you haven't bought the game, or you haven't played it, or you're one of the people that heard about all the things, you know, negative things at release and decided to wait, it's different now, and I would recommend giving it a shot. It's very good. I mean, to me, it's always been good, but it's an even better game at this point, and keeps getting better with every update that comes out. So. Loction says, on the Pilgrim Star Path, what I'm looking for is right in the center of the hub. Well, you should be able to get there just on warp drives alone, man. If you're in the hub, the hub is not that big. If you've got a decently equipped vessel, man, you could get to most places in the hub and without even using a whole slot of warp fuel.
Hey man, I just thought I'd stop by and say congratulations on the 100 subs, dude.
Dude, appreciate that, Goopoo. Thanks for dropping in, man.
Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now, but have a good day and like have a good stream too.
Yeah, dude, appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, so for some of you guys that are new to the channel or don't know, Goopoo's been checking out our streams and been playing with us for a long time, and when we started the channel a couple months back, we haven't really been pushing or marketing or anything like that. We've just been kind of letting it do its thing, and we went from pretty much 11 or 18 subs to like basically 135 almost in 2 weeks. So thanks for the support, and we had a live stream where we were at 99 subs, and player by the name of Eve, I want to say, dropped in and became the 100th sub that day within just a few minutes of that stream starting. So, you know, love the love, guys. Just me and HiddenJewAgenda, dude, we felt that, like, you know, we've been on Cobra TV for a while, and we've slowly watched, you know, less and less people stream No Man's Sky, less and less content out there, more people moving to Twitch and stuff like that, for money or whatever the reason is. Not always money, but YouTube can be kind of frustrating sometimes for content creators, and I felt that there needed to be more representation for this game out there. And so we kind of made the channel. We didn't think anything was really going to happen with it, but one that long ago we had like 35 views on a video. Now we have, like, you know, over 4,000 on some of our videos and stuff like that, and it keeps getting better and better every time. So you know, we're gonna feature other games on the channel from here and there, but predominantly, for the time being, this is definitely a No Man's Sky heavy channel. Alright, so Logshin says he wants my home glyphs. I can get that for you, bud. Where is that thing? I'm gonna go to the portal that I have on my planet here, and that should give you the address. You're at a portal right now, Loction? Give me a second, bud. I'm gonna go to the one that's here on my planet, and I'll be able to give you my portal code. You'll see it on the screen. Loction says the new No Man's Sky makes me very, very moist. I don't know what it is about that word, but that sounds absolutely fucking disgusting. But I guess if being moist makes you happy, I'm happy for you, man. Stay moist. Loction says, wait, where are you at again? I'm in the old hub, so the original Galactic hub before 1.3 dropped. They have a new hub. Everybody moved to a new place. I don't know if they renamed the capital Lenin over there or not, but I'm in the old hub. And there is a star here also named Lenin, which is the capital city of this particular hub. So. Logshin says, I have no idea how to read the Pilgrim Star Path. You know, it's not that difficult. So you don't really need it for much. If you're trying to navigate by just warping, then you might want to spend some time figuring it out. But with the portals, you don't have to do that as much, especially if you're just trying to pay a visit. So all you got to do is just type in the 16-digit code you get from the signal booster, and there's an option at the top of the web page that essentially it gives you the option of translating that into glyphs, and you can translate that into glyphs. So you can pick any point where you're at, even if you haven't found a portal, and you can give somebody else that code. And when they put it in, they'll end up at a portal at whatever portal address that is, and once they enter the same areas, you should be able to pick them up in the multiplayer lobby, and then you can just go to their location, and there you have a portal. So slap a beacon on it. Legacy Light says, when is 1.4 coming out? Feels like never. Those sons of bitches at Hello Games leading us on. It's got to be coming soon, and there's a lot of different things that I base that off of. A lot of it you guys probably already assume, right? So every 3 to 4 months they've dropped an update since Foundation. I have a pretty good idea of what the next update will be. To a lot of people it's probably pretty obvious, but they dropped a lot of clues. So when Foundation came out, they gave you base building and you could own a freighter, and then after that they gave you exocraft and being able to share your base with other players and create races, like exocraft races. And then on this update, they give you the little wisps, the orbs that you are, and all that kind of stuff. So everything has always been garnered towards dropping some type of hint toward a more advanced type of shared experience. So definitely the next update is going to be multiplayer heavy, but all these updates have occurred 3 to 4 months of each other. So we're kind of either due, or some would say overdue, for another one, so to speak. So 1.4, I believe, is probably going to come at the end of the month, or New Year, or someplace really close there. The lore in the game talks about Unification Day, and it basically discusses players and them wanting this sort of shared experience with each other. And now there's an event by all the different federations and hubs getting together to create this Unification Day that's talked about in this lore. And if Hello Games is following the community like they say they are, they've already got this update packed and ready, and they're just waiting for Unification Day to kick off. Because if they drop a heavy multiplayer update, what better time to drop that than during an event where all the players are hanging out, spending time together, right? I mean, it would be just genius at that point. So anybody that's near a portal that is wanting to maybe come pay my home base a visit, here's the portal code. I know that Logshin asked for that, so hopefully he checks it out. Space Astronomer says, how much are you hyped for No Man's Sky 1.4? I'm so hyped, bro, that the zipper of my jeans is gonna fucking explode when it drops. I might knock my door over and water my lawn. Legacy Light says, I thought it would come out November 27th, just like Foundation did. You know, I thought it was going to too, man, and I was really sad that it didn't. Kind of broke my heart a little bit. But like I was saying earlier, I think that they're waiting for Unification Day, and now that that's set in stone, and there's a physical date and time that's going to occur, because I think that Hello Games have the update packed. Like, I don't know if you guys have Hello Games, like, if you follow them on PlayStation 4, you can actually follow them. Like, you can add, like, not add them as a friend, but you can find them if you're searching for them, and you can add them, and every now and again you'll see them playing. It'll show that they're playing the game, so they're in maybe some type of test phase or something where they're actually fucking around with it. And they're also taking a lot of data from the orbs, because a lot of characters have been meeting up and doing these different events and races and Olympics and stuff like that. So I think that a lot of this is like stress testing servers and how multiplayer would work and how the lobbies would work and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of back end and analyzing going on here, but we have a solid confirmed date for Unification Day, and I think that they'll probably drop it when that kicks off. I don't see a better day to do it than a day that is reflective of the No Man's Sky lore directly. 3D the Destroyer says, give us control of ship design and customization. I'm talking to you, Hello Games. Bro, right? Here's what I want to happen, dude. So when I land in a space station, I want the space stations to be totally revamped. So when I land in a space station, I want to be able to talk to like a mechanic or something like that and add decals, change the color of my ship, and I want to be able to add hard points. If I get blueprints for new technology to have some type of gun or something like that on my ship, like I want to see that change physically. So I think it would be cool that if they gave us that customization, but also let us see the weapons. Like, could you imagine like your hauler, your 48 slot hauler, and you've got like, cyclotron ballista, pulse spitter, like all that kind of stuff, like, and you can actually see those attachments. You have rocket launchers that you see like physically mounted to the bottom of your ship. I mean, that would just aesthetically would enhance the game. So I definitely love that idea. Space Astronomer says, haha, thanks for answering. One thing you'll learn about me, man, Hidden Jew Agenda's sometimes more reserved. I say some really just weird shit. I think there was one time during a stream where I literally said the phrase, I want to booty clap the cork off of wine bottles. Don't know where it came from or how that even entered my mind. There's obviously some darkness in my brain somewhere that shit just comes from. But it's really random. When is Unification Day? Legacy Light says. Unification Day is December 30th, bud. And it starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think it's a 24-hour event. So that's when I think the update would drop, if I'm just being 100% real. And while you guys are on here, I got the lore pulled up. I'm just going to read you guys an excerpt from it real quick, just so you have a better understanding of what Unification Day actually is. And I'll give everybody a few more seconds here to get that portal code. I know Logshin was wanting it. Where's that thing at? Unification Day, where are you? I'll find it in a second. I don't want to waste too much time looking at it. But yeah, basically December 30th is Unification Day. So. I legitimately think they have the update canned. Straight up. Like I'm convinced of it, basically. Also, get freighters. Everyone get fucking freighters. I know it sounds like a random request, but if you've noticed with every update, there was a guy talking earlier about, anyway, it's a Foundation. So when Foundation gave you the ability to own freighters, I bought my very first freighter, bro. It had like 16 or 18 slots or something like that. 7 million units. This freighter right here that you guys are looking at, this son of a bitch cost me like maybe 18 million units. I got like 31 slots. This freighter right now in 1.3 trades for 180 million. No. Yeah, I think so. 180 million units or something, like something crazy for a 30 slot Class C. So these things are getting more and more expensive, and the only reason why I think they're jacking the price on why these things cost so much is because when 1.4 drops, the freighters are going to have an enhanced utility. They're going to be able to carry more ships. They're probably going to have there's going to be a lot of different aspects that change, and the maybe larger, you know, base complexity inside for building even bigger bases and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of changes, man, I think, that come with freighters, and that's why they're making them so expensive to own, because they don't want just anybody owning freighters. And there's a lot of people that play No Man's Sky, but there's not a lot of people that play No Man's Sky that have hundreds of millions of credits or units, in-game units. I used to have a lot. I got 1 million right now because I've been slacking on my farming. I used to have a really badass base farm and freighter farm, and when I got a new freighter, I just didn't rebuild the farm. And then when I moved bases, I didn't rebuild it. So all I've got is a couple of geknips growing. So I'm being a total lazy ass. But so since 1.3 dropped, I haven't really been paying attention to the storyline, and I ran into a roadblock where basically the storyline now, you have to do some additional missions with your people that have been hired, and I took them out of my planetary base and I stuck them on my freighter base, in these little slots, just to so that I'd have more base room, and I didn't really need them here or on my planet base. I just kind of moved them, but I've got to move them back now to take additional missions and get additional blueprints. So let me get caught back up with the comments here real quick. Space Astronomer, no, when is Unification Day? Space Astronomer says, I would love gas giants, where you could extract rare gases and rings. Also, I think, bro, you are literally, I'm fucking booty clapping right now. So a long time ago, dude, I even made a video about it, but a long time ago, I said I saw a mod, okay, that for PC where they did ringed planets, and it looked stunningly beautiful. I'm talking like, it looked better than what it looks like on Elite Dangerous, because of how fantasy, the No Man's Sky has more fantasy elements, and it just looked more mesmerizing. And I was like, holy shit, that looks fucking awesome. And it looked amazing, and it didn't seem like it was really that taxing to pull off. But then with 1.3, they dropped the ability to harvest the atmosphere for gases. Well, some people could look at that as a hint. Wait, I might want that shit. Some people could look at that as a hint towards gas giants coming. And that's very possible, and that would be dope, dude. Almost like having like the Tabana gas mines, dude, on Cloud City, like Bespin. You know what I'm saying? On Star Wars, like that would be dope. One of our subscribers was saying it'd be cool, like if there was space stations or something like that in the gas giant, where you could fly into the gas giant, pull over, buy some rare commodities for sale in a system where they don't have a gas giant, or something like that. You know, just like really sick ideas. And it just kind of blew me away that someone came up with that. I was just like, that is very, very cool. Very cool. Didn't even think of that. But yeah, gas giants and ring planets should definitely be a thing. No doubt about it. Garrett Heck says, where did you learn Unification Day? It's actually in the game's lore. I was looking for the screenshot I took earlier. I'll take another moment here pretty soon to look for it, because I think I was close to the folder it was in. But it was a picture I took of the lore in the game. And it's actually in the game. You find it at a crash ship. So the game speaks of Unification Day, and then the different federations just actually made it like a thing. Like they made it a reality, which is pretty sick. 3D Destroyer says, to add slots to ships would be nice too. You know, that's got to be coming, man, because there's a lot of people that are trading ships they like the look of for different ships that have more slots, because they just need the additional slots, and I totally get that, and you shouldn't have to choose, you know what I mean? It's kind of bullshit that you have to choose. So, let me see if I can find a system that's got a contact point here. Oh, so the custom waypoint I have set up, if you look at the system that it's navigating me to, it's 1,223,000 light years away. That is my old base. So for you guys out there, that is how fucking far I traveled to get to the Galactic Hub. So us OG No Man's Sky players out there, this was before portals, y'all. So that's that old school shit. And you had to play black hole roulette and stuff like that to get closer, and it was pretty wild. All right, let's disconnect from here and see if we can find a contact point. Contact, there we go. Can I make it? Yes. Let's go. Also, slots and freighters. Yes, the 3D Destroyer. I agree, dude. There should just, like right now with your exosuit, like you can add slots. They get more and more expensive the more and more you add, but you can add them, right? You don't have to do anything new. DeGrasse system, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, pretty dope. Sorry, got distracted. You don't have to do anything new for that to occur, right? That's just part of it. It's part of the whole thing. And they should do that with regular spaceships and freighters. 100% agree. Space Astronomer says, it's been good watching you play No Man's Sky. We'll be watching later too. Yeah, man, if you haven't subbed to the channel, please do sub. We stream, and anybody that subbed here in the comment section will back this up. We stream like 2 to 3 times or more per week, dude. And we drop videos like in between there. Like, we're pretty active with this No Man's Sky shit. So if you haven't subbed, please do. You know, there's a lot of content that we try to put out. And every time we drop it, it gets better and better every time. I don't want to toot my own horn, but we really love this game, and we just want to share that with people, dude. Like, straight up. Potato? They named the planet fucking Potato. Alright, so hopefully there might be somebody in the space station here that I can talk to that can give me information on how to find a traveler grave so that I can get another portal glyph. Space Charmer says, definitely subbed. I subbed ages ago. Alright, man, let's like travel back in time like 45 seconds, you know what I'm talking about? And let's pretend like I never fucking said that shit, because I should know that. I feel like I know that you've been in the comment section before many times. You guys are probably going to think I'm retarded, but I had the opportunity, before they got expensive with the patches, to buy those S-Class exotic ships. There was one I was looking at, dude. It was only like 16 million units at the time, and I had way more than enough money to buy it with trading in a ship. And I elected not to do it because it didn't have enough slots, not realizing that there is those technology slots, right? So, oh my god, I want this. Yes. Yes. Oh, fuck. I hope no one thinks that ship is ugly, because literally, like, I'm picking up radio stations on my nips right now. Not enough slots, dude. That's straight booty. I'm gonna keep an eye out on this space station. I'm sure there's gonna be one that rolls through that's just fat as fuck. Damn. It's so tempting because it's such a cool looking ship. Damn it. So cool. Jesus. I don't like doing screenshots in the middle of streams, but I hope you guys forgive me for that one. That was... I had no say in the matter. I just really, for some reason, love the look of that ship. Is it just me, or are the shuttles always freaking ugly, dude? I never liked the shuttles. I've got one shuttle that I kept. It's like I call it Dragonfly, because it's got like 6 wings. Alright. Alright, so here's the Unification Day lore. Found the picture I was talking about, so you guys are curious about Unification Day. It says, the logs revealed that the pilot was celebrating a festival known as Unification Day. Groups of similar minds, unable to meet, but attempting to find one another to claim worlds across time and space. Once a year, their various alliances, federations, hubs, and empires, united to remember all that they were, are, and could become in time. The vessel appears to have been destroyed by pirates. And that's in the No Man's Sky lore, so it definitely hints at an event that occurs where everybody gets together, of all the different federations and hubs. And that's almost like Hello Games saying, hey, you guys fucking do this shit and get all together and stuff like that so that we can do some cool shit. At least that's my opinion. So it's very possible that they dropped the update on Unification Day. I always wondered, somebody might know, if you do know, please say it in the comment section, but I always wondered, when you go where they've got like these sentinels hung up, or they're like on tables being like worked on, and then, you know, this stuff in the back wall, are the space stations like making these sentinels, or are they being studied? That's what I've always wondered. Sorry, just checking my phone right quick. Can't you own more than one ship, Garrett? Yes, you can. It looks like a 3D Destroyer already added that. When you get a freighter, you can have 6 ships, but once you buy your 6th, other ships stop flying into your freighter. Yeah, the more ships you get, the harder it is to actually encourage them to land. So I don't have 6 ships, I have 5, and it's almost impossible for me to get any person to land. To find ships. So I'm stuck in a constant position of having to find a crash ship or trading one for one. So it's very rare that somebody actually lands in my freighter and I can just raw buy the craft. Because I like the ships I have, and every ship I have is an A class. And the only way that I will buy a new ship is if it's an S class exotic. But I just want to add it to my collection. I don't want to have to swap one of my many ships that I like for it. I will if it presents itself again, but I don't want to have to. I need to buy like 3 of these. Let me move. Whoop. Let me move some things around. I need it for like a warp cell, not warp cell, but I need the extra dynamic resonators for a new warp mod that I need to do. So I finally got a warp reactor theta. I've been playing the game for a year, broskies, and I've not been able to get a warp reactor theta yet. So a lot of, oh damn, I already got 4 dynamic resonators. I'm tripping. Shit. Okay. Fuck it. Cool. I don't know what I was thinking. So I've been trying to try out the different weapons in the game to kind of see for my starship which is going to be the best, right, for space combat. And I have the feeling that it's probably the not the blazed, no, that's for your multi-tool. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that shoots like the really fast red bullets. It's almost like your photon blaster. The issue that I'm having right now with the Cyclotron Ballista is it deals heavy damage, but it's just a very slow weapon. 3D the Destroyer says, I had to buy a ship with warp theta already installed. Yeah, that's one route. So, I got really lucky because I didn't get the pre-order. I didn't pre-order the game, and I didn't buy the special edition or none of that. And this is back when they had the Photonics core. And to get the Photonics core, you either had to buy a ship that had it in it already, or you had to get it through the pre-release special edition or the pre-order ship. So I ended up finding a ship that had a Photonics core, not realizing I didn't have the blueprint to build one. So when I traded that ship, I lost the Photonics core for the pulse drive. And I regret that because that thing hauled some serious ass. But what I want to know, and if anybody knows the answer, please let it be known in the comment section, but my freighter has 30 slots. I don't care that it's a Class C, but I do want to put a warp reactor on it. I have warp reactor blueprints for, like, I think the Sigma, but can you add an initial warp reactor to your freighter? Is that possible, or does the freighter have to already have it? If you guys know, let me know. Yeah, no pre-order. I just bought it at release. Me too. I didn't want to fuck around with the disc. I was so psyched to get the game that fuck out of here. I'm not giving you shit. I was so psyched to get the game that I bought the digital copy the moment it dropped and had it downloaded, and I've been pretty much playing ever since. Demand ammunition. The warrior's browsing a map of the surrounding landscape. Certain areas contain markings that represent sentinels, which the life form is highlighting with an excited snarl. They stroke their bolt caster absent-mindedly before checking the ammo charge store in its clip. On this, their eyes jolt upwards towards me. They bark a question, but it sounds more like a command. I'll give you some zinc. The warrior curses my name and that of my ancestors. They are highly displeased. I know, because it's not weapon fuel, but thamium is so hard to come by sometimes. Oh, his name is Dog Yam. Two things I like, dogs and yams. Pathetic, coward, interloper, unacceptable, fuck you. The warrior looks as if they might want something dead. Thankfully, right now, it doesn't feel like that's me. Ask for directions. Pew. Offers directions to a place of interest. Better be a glyph. Fucking eat your soul. Officer Koke. Hunt, interloper, grab. The life form greets me and gestures at a series of charts in front of them. They appear to blah 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 and go shit. Alright, cool. Make an area in the north. Okay. I don't know. The warrior nods and thanks and appears to ready themselves in some great action. I wonder what I have caused. The death of villagers at a small township on the planet's surface, I guess. I don't fucking know. Sometimes these interactions confuse me, but I could just be retarded. I know that's an out-of-date term. I don't mean anything negative by it. Good question. I'm in the same boat. I love my ships and was not starting over after the last update fucked everything over. Yeah, man. It seems like every time they do a major update, they've got to reset the universe. And it really fucked up my home base. And, you know, I'm really scared to put any effort into building a base anymore in normal mode. So I think what I'm going to do is everything is just going to be farming, right? Like, it's easy to make a farm. Like, that's an easy thing to pull off. I can make a farm in, like, no time. You build a couple of those buildings or whatever, and you throw some shit in it, and that's it, you know. And you can do it on your freighter. So I'm just gonna take it easy with the base building next time. I put so much effort into my other base, dude. Like, it was ridiculous. Hunt pirates, yes, this is the one I want. Insufficient rank, what? Hunt low-level pirates. Okay, let's do that. Let's build up. What is my reward? Nanite cluster? Alright, cool with that. Let's do it. My favorite thing in this game is killing shit. Alright, so did I take that mission or not? I'm not sure what happened. I got too excited. Yes. I love the Explorer ships with the TIE Fighter wings. I always thought they were pretty cool. That's why I got one right now. Yeah, now that I'm going to encounter a battle, I'm going to kind of show you guys one of the weak points of the Cyclotron Ballista. Pirate detected. Where are you at? Let's find you. Oh, just in case you guys don't know, by using the left and right D-pad, that's how you can select targets. So that's how I was able to put a reticle on that ship. So just a word of advice there for y'all. So, alright, there's the photon cannon. This is the Cyclotron Ballista. One of the biggest drawbacks of the Cyclotron Ballista is it's not fast and it's not assisted targeting. So you really got to get it right. But it deals a fucking shit ton of damage. So. "3D Destroyer says, yeah, I keep my base at a minimum. I've got my farm, storage vaults, and terminal built in the freighter. I don't even use the damn buggies." Yeah, there you go. I mean, I use the buggies just because it's fun to kind of drive them around, but they do absolutely fuck all for me. Alright, where the hell are you at? Okay. So this is kind of what I mean about the Cyclotron Ballista. It's one of its biggest weak points is that it's not assisted, so you've got to get it just right. But when you hit the target, it like really fucks their day up. So it's just hard to hit them initially. It's better for if you're really just trying to fuck up a freighter. That's where that thing is really going to win. Is on a freighter. That freighter will have a bad day. You'll eat it alive. But for this type of combat, the Ballista sucks. Unless there's some kind of blueprint that you can get that allows it to have assisted aiming. But nothing seems to be locking for me right now. Commander Divergent says, "Hey dudes, how's it going? I'm back in business." What's up, dude? Thanks for jumping in, man. Really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get portal glyphs. So I'm just trying to talk to different people and find out different things and try to... I'm not really sure what the process is for finding it. So if you guys have any advice on how to find portal glyphs, please let me know. But I don't know the proper process for finding them. But I know that you have to interact with a traveler who leads you to a grave. You go to the grave, and that's how you unlock the portal glyphs. So I kind of loosely know, But I want to be able to attend Unification Day, and the fastest way for me to get there, obviously, will be to go through a portal and potentially claim a base. So I need the glyphs, because I'm going to find a random planet near it, near Unification Day, get its coordinates, if I can. I'm not even sure how I'd go about doing it. But either way, I need a portal to get me close to there, so that I can attend. Even if it means going through the portal and claiming a base in order to get my ship back or whatever it is that I gotta do, but I need more portal glyphs. Plus, there's just really cool people out there that I've met over the last year that I could just go through the portal and go to their home planet and check out some stuff, so. Yo, dude, where's your friend? Me and him switch on and off, man, so he's definitely, not gonna lie, he's definitely the better streamer, obviously. I make the other videos. But I felt like streaming today. But yeah, HiddenJewAgenda, he works overnights, so around this time he's generally sleeping. Whereas, and he works sometimes on weekends. I work no weekends at all, and I work during the morning. So, and I essentially work out of the house. So one of us is always streaming. Usually it's him. Sometimes it's me. Oftentimes it's both of us, so. Cool, need that so I can make some damn warp fuel. Washington says he's back. Dude, I had the portal code pulled up and everything, I think right around when you went to go eat, dude. So, sorry if I fucked up. I had the portal code put on the screen for you. What's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, dude? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, what's going on, dude? Just playing some No Man's Sky, man. Live streaming right now. Just letting you know, just in case you're not cool with that. Oh, okay, cool. No, not at all, man. Have you played No Man's Sky? Is it something you play a lot or no? Not really into it? What's your verdict? Getting into it? Hell yeah. You know, multiplayer's coming. It's something that they're working on finally. So they've got sort of a preliminary multiplayer right now. That's really kind of basic and has super limited features, but they should be expanding that with the next update. I don't think it's ever going to be an MMO, but we should get some more joint exploration aspects and hopefully player models so we can see each other. Oh, okay. Yeah, might as well, dude. Do they let you download like the free games and stuff while you're doing that? Oh, okay. So, Commander Divergent says, I bought No Man's Sky, as I said in the past days, and man, I love it, to be honest. It's a great game, dude. Judging by Commander on there, you probably play Elite Dangerous, I'd guess. Commander Divergence? I think that's what I took from the last stream with HiddenJewAgenda. And if that is in fact the case, yeah, this game is very different, bud. Very, very different. Yeah, Elite. So, the big difference with Elite, obviously, as you've noticed, is that Elite is more of a simulator and it's more space-oriented, and whereas No Man's Sky is more planetary, right, exploration. So, the space isn't quite as advanced, but the planetary exploration is a lot deeper. So, planets are there's caves, oceans, lakes, rivers, stuff like that you get to do, which is really neat. You do not get that in Elite Dangerous. So Star Citizen, when you're looking at technically Star Citizen's going to be a better game, right? Because it's more robust, it's more high fidelity. But you need a pretty solid device, right? You need a really powerful machine to run a game like that. And it's, Elite Dangerous is more of a simulator, No Man's Sky is more of a fantasy, and Star Citizen is kind of a blend of the two. But Star Citizen is going to be much more robust. That is not something that can run, right, on a PlayStation 4. I don't see that happening. But yeah, that is a game I'm definitely looking at. If it comes down to it, if that game really seems like if it turns me on and I need to go buy a badass computer to play it, then that's what's going to happen. Oh, and by the way, while you guys are watching on the live stream, just in case you guys don't know, PlayStation VR is on sale this month until the 23rd or 24th for $199. It comes with the Move controllers, the headset, all the different cords and cables and everything you'll need. It also comes with the PlayStation camera, the newer, more advanced PlayStation camera for anybody that's interested in that, and it's only $200. I have a Google Daydream headset that works with my cell phone that costs almost as much as that. So definitely a really good deal for anybody out there that's trying to get into VR. And I don't take my word for it because I don't know this to be true, but I would imagine at some point, potentially No Man's Sky or Elite Dangerous getting some VR support on one of the updates. And if that ends up being true, you'll be glad I told you about that deal, because for $199 you will not find a better VR system anywhere near that price range. So just, figured I'd do my due diligence as a consumer and let you guys know about that while you're watching. The fuck? I think it's kind of like cute. It looks like a rat, but it's like a dinosaur ram. Fucking weird. Alright, so... yeah, the one that I see that's really weird, the one I see the most often that's really weird, is the giant animals with the tiny heads, and it kind of pisses me off when I see it, because it's like they gotta patch that out. Commander Divergence, just to touch back on that again, man, I'm glad you love the game. And if there's any, thing you want to know about the game or want to share play and I can show you, stuff, I mean, don't feel free to hit me or HiddenJewAgenda up, add us on PSN. Watson says, I got the Glyphs for the star I wanted. Awesome, congratulations there. Commander Divergence says, what ship you recommend for exploration? I got a few million units now. Oh, god damn, you put some quick work in. So basically the ship for exploration that you need to get is going to be something like this. You're going to need an Explorer, because you get a warp bonus so that you can travel further. But what's really cool with the warp technology is the different warp blueprints that you get also give you different warp capabilities, such as oh, you son of a bitch. Fuck. Such as being able to visit green star systems, yellow star systems, blue star systems. It all kind of goes into the different types of stars that you can warp to, because you can't actually warp and explore those stars if you don't have the right warp drive. And then those are resources that you can't obtain because you can't go visit those stars. So just word of advice is just make sure that you try to scan as much life forms as possible, so that you can get the warp reactor theta and all that kind of stuff, so that you can maximize your exploration and the things that you could build and craft and the technology that you can make and all that. So get your Sigma, Tau, and Theta warp reactors, slap it on one of these guys, one of these explorer ships, and you can go really, really fucking far. I actually really needed Solanium for something that I needed to build, and I just randomly come across this planet that's got it, so that just literally made my balls do backflips. Johnny B says, if you come across a traveler at a station, etc., give them 100 nanites, and they will point you to a grave. See, that's the kind of advice I was looking for. So Johnny B, thank you for dropping that in the comment section, because you have no idea how much time you just saved me, because that's one of the things I wanted to do on this live stream. Oh shit, I'm hauling ass. Was at least find one glyph. Because right now I only have one, and like I said before, I want to be able to attend Unification Day and visit friends' bases and stuff like that, so I really, really kind of need that to be a thing. I need more glyphs. Commander Divergent says, No Man's Sky is moist. Or no, that was Logston. Yeah, it definitely. Commander Divergent says, almost 3 years of Elite. It's a great game. We stream it on the channel. That's a part of the channel that we're actually trying to grow. Because me and HiddenJewAgenda actually really like the game. We play No Man's Sky more often, but when we want to get like our simulator fix in and more advanced flying and space dynamics and stuff like that, we definitely throw in Elite because it's just more realistic in that sense compared to No Man's Sky. But No Man's Sky is such a fantasy element. It's like I'm living in the Star Wars galaxy. You know what I mean? It's just everything is so wild and crazy and strange. But yeah, they definitely need to. We want to grow that section of our channel is Elite Dangerous, just because there's a market for it, and we actually really like the game, and we don't want to just be able to offer just one thing. Like we've covered No Man's Sky a couple of times, or not No Man's Sky, but Morfight a few times in games like that. Like we've had Morfight on the channel, and every now and again we'll do some like Ghost Recon and stuff. I mean, you know, there's different reasons to come here, but mainly right now it's No Man's Sky, and it'll probably be predominantly No Man's Sky for as long as we have the channel. So. Commander Divergent says, but I still love Elite. It is my love, but No Man's Sky is peaceful. It is. It's a different kind of thing. Like you said in the comment after that, it's therapeutic. That is so true, dude. It's just a different vibe that comes from No Man's Sky, straight up. It's a totally different gig, man. And you can throw in No Man's Sky for 30 minutes and play. That's not going to happen with Elite Dangerous. You can't just turn on Elite Dangerous and play for 10-15 minutes and relax. It's just not that type of thing. And No Man's Sky totally scratches that itch. For sure. That's what I need. Solanium. I need more of this. Now, one thing they need to add with the next update, and I feel like I bring this up every time, is I want to be able to carry more than one multi-tool, right? Like, just having one multi-tool just blows a lot of ass. Like, just hot, stinky ass. Because I've got a 28 slot S-Class multi-tool, but I gotta have some scanner shit on it too, right? And mining stuff to be able to get resources. Well, I want to have one multi-tool that's specific to scanning and mining, and then I want to have one that is straight for whooping that Sentinel ass, right? So it's like I want the best of both worlds, and it makes me sad that I can't have it. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen a Heridium Spire quite that huge. Pretty cool. Alright. Watchin says, yeah, Star Citizen at least 1,000. Yeah, you to play Star Citizen, man, and enjoy it, like with the graphics and stuff, dude. Yeah, you're gonna spend probably 1,500 easy on a system like that to run that shit. I mean, but like I said, the level of fidelity for that game is insane, right? I mean, it's just how high quality it is. I mean, they had now, as we all know that played No Man's Sky, what they show you and what might actually come out are like two different things, right? We've all seen the funny video of the giant No Man's Sky creature, and then the guy shows this retarded dinosaur that's walking around. It's a hilarious video. And it's the truth, even if you like No Man's Sky. What they show you and what comes out are two different things. But I saw a planet in Star Citizen that looked like Coruscant, It was like a whole city, like you would see in Star Wars, and it was pretty impressive, man. And if the game comes out and that is in fact a thing, then they're already one step ahead of everybody else, you know. Star Citizen's going to be a sweet game. But it better be the best damn game in existence for me to go drop a few grand on a computer just to play it. Where was that question mark? Alright, let's see if I can find a space station that's got a traveler in it. So if was it Tommy B? Johnny B, if you're still watching, man, when you're looking at the galaxy map and you see a star that says contact, does that mean that there is likely going to be a traveler in that system for you to get a glyph? And are they always in the space station? Let me know. I'm sorry, man. I'm slow on the chat today, dude. There's over 100 comments, and HiddenJewAgenda is my streaming buddy, and not having him on here helping me with the comments is pretty hard. He was doing it by himself the other day. I don't know how the fuck he did it. The guy's a straight G. Because I feel like I'm missing a lot, and there's probably really good questions out there. But what's going on, Gaming Line? Glad you're able to jump in, dude. Anybody that's watching, man, you know, when we first started this channel, bro, like, Gaming Line knows, we had, like, no subscribers, basically. Like, he was our very first, you know, that's why he's got the moderating wrench, man. He's one of our very first viewers, and he's just been a dedicated part of the channel for a long time. I feel like I owe the guy money or something, man. He's just a really good dude, and he's always got good No Man's Sky advice. And he's got his own YouTube channel, too, and every now and again he'll post a video. You guys should check it out. But, yeah, thanks for jumping in, Gaming Line. That like kind of made my day. All right, so let's catch up. So Johnny B says I'm getting a lot of therapy. Then, hell yeah, dude. Commander Divergence Elite has VR from the beginning. That's sick, dude. Elite is not getting PS VR though. That was from Logshin. Commander Divergent says, I play Elite in VR and it is amazing. I have no words to describe it. Dude, I bet it's sick. I would imagine on some later update they're going to add PSVR support. Dude, if they added PSVR support for Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky, like, me and my wife, we may never talk again, like, unless she comes in the game with me, like Trinity in the Matrix. Like, she's got to come with me, because I will never return to, like, fucking humanity. Like if I had a VR helmet on, dude, playing No Man's Sky. Commander versus Oculus Vive. Yeah, I hear Vive is the best one. Logshin says, they said because Elite requires too much to run on the PS4. At the very least, it needs to be added to the PS4 Pro. I think the PS4 Pro has enough power to do VR. Matter of fact, I think most of the games that utilize PSVR just function a lot better with a Pro, because it can actually do it. It can run a lot of games. I mean, PlayStation 4 Pro can run this game at 60 frames a second, you know what I mean? And locked. So there's no reason why they can't have PSVR. Commander Divergent says, yeah, it puts me off some animals. Yeah, I think you're referring to the tiny head thing. Yeah, I learned a lot from Elite. I'm good at grinding. I kind of like grinding games, but I'm really weird. I don't grind I grind on the stupidest shit. I never get anywhere. Commander Everton says, okay, yeah, I thought about it, looking at ship with deep space materials and good warp. Yeah, dude, your very first major purchase you should buy should be an Explorer, just so that you can get your travel on. Sorry, new here. What do you think of No Man's Sky? And that's from SS Perk. Perk, you percolating? So he says, what do you think of No Man's Sky? I think No Man's Sky is the best space exploration game that's ever been made. And here's my reason for saying that. Anybody can pick this game up and play it. Any woman, child, man, anybody. The game is arcadey. It's got an arcade vibe to it. The controls are easy. It's easy to fly. Sometimes they should be better, sharper. You should be able to. It should be more difficult. There should be a mode, like a hard mode, where it's more of a simulator type control scheme. But for the most part, anybody can pick this up and play it. This thing is just to get you in a different headspace. It's got a fantasy element. It's like the planets are crazy. I mean, in real life, dude, seeing a planet that large on the horizon, that planet has got so much tidal friction on the planet that you're viewing it from that it would just be insanity. You know what I mean? It's like, the game is not meant to be realistic, and a lot of people get cheesed off. They're like, well, Elite's more realistic. Or Star Citizen, it's like, this game's not going for that. This is an arcadey space exploration game anybody can pick up and learn. It's very relaxing, it's chill. You can play for 20 hours, you can play for 2 hours, you can play for 30 minutes. You can just pick it up and go. And there's been no larger game ever created, as far as I can tell, on any console. Now, PC might be a different discussion, but as far as a gaming console is concerned, nothing like this had ever been done, and I think No Man's Sky did it the best. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says about it. Negative Nancy's can fuck off. And that's my opinion. It's a great game. I probably play this game 10 times more than I play anything else. So, yeah, that sounded aggressive, but I just love the game. So that's that. I might slam into a mountain here. I'm trying to catch up on these comments. 48 slots, my god. Yep, 48 slot ships. Don't think I've ever had one of those. They're really expensive. What up, Wizard 3032? Wizard says, yo, thanks for stopping back by, bud. Wizard says, you are everywhere, man. I try to be. Dude, I know. I see you in everybody's streams. I swear, I watch more streams than I'm actually a part of, man. I love No Man's Sky streams, and I want to see more of it. Too many people left. They either left YouTube or they just stopped streaming No Man's Sky. So, but yeah, I want more No Man's Sky. Wizard says, while I don't play, I try to find others and help others. There you go. I'm trying to find portal glyphs right now. Johnny B told me that whenever you find a traveler in a space station, you talk to him, give him 100 units, and they'll give you the location. Are there any other hints that you can give me on finding portal glyphs? Because before I end this stream, I want to find a portal glyph. At least one. .3D the Destroyer says, I wish they add one new alien species with a unique ship design per update. That would help No Man's Sky feel more like the Star Wars universe and more control of ship design, build, customization. I agree, and I think they're going that direction. I went to this magical space station in the hub, and they're saying gives you shit tons of D classes with 20 seconds while there is a squid ship. I want a squid ship so bad. Wizard 3032 says, I'm wanting more plant animal content to fill up the planets more. That's going to have to come. Even if 95% of the update, like I think it is going to be multiplayer heavy, yeah, they certainly have to add more single-player elements, more. They've got to add things that make the game feel different, and especially if it's going to be more multiplayer heavy, there's going to be more of us running around, and we're probably going to be able to see each other and each other's ships, right? So they're going to have to be able to give us a way to be able to have more variation. They almost have to go hand in hand. Logshin says, there is a new race alien. There is a new race and new ships. They're as big dinosaurs I found. Posted pic on my Twitter. Cool. Gaming Lime says the only things with Star Citizen is that they're letting people play it before it fully releases, so we pretty much know what's going to be in there. That is true. People are actually actively playing right now and posting videos and gameplay and all that kind of stuff, so we know that the game is basically going to look like that, which is just absolutely insane that they can achieve what they're achieving. 3D the Destroyer says, I still haven't seen a giant sand snake like in the No Man's Sky trailer. 3D the Destroyer, a lot of people say that. I don't get it. I don't know what it is with this sandworm thing. If I want to see a sandworm, I'll like fucking watch Dune or something. You know, people really want to see the sandworm. I know that probably adds to the fantasy element, but I'm really I don't care that much. There's plenty of different animals in the game and fish and all kinds of shit. I don't need a sandworm, but I definitely get people wanting to see that because it was in the trailer, no doubt. Gaming Lime says, plus CI also is a lot more open with their development. Yeah. Wizard 32 says, contact means another player has been there before. Oh shit. Okay. I thought that meant that like there was a point of contact on the planet, like a traveler. So I'm over here tripping out, wasting time. So thanks for solving that one, Gaming Lime or Wizard. Logshin says contact yet. Gaming Lime says they released their internal schedule with a few things cut. People wouldn't yet. Gaming Lime says no money necessary. That's what's up. Johnny B says I think the contact is a previously discovered system. You know, it's hard to believe I've been playing this a year, right, guys? You guys are teaching me a lot right now. I didn't even know this shit. Holy titties or holy tits, this system is fucking awesome. That's what's up, dude. Johnny B says, whoops, I'm a little late with my comment. Dude, I'm finally catching up with these comments, so hold tight. Wizard3032 says, oh, portal glyphs, find a trade post or space stations, then you find one marked location. Wizard32 says you can jump out and back into the system and use the same guy to find other glyphs at the same spot. Very clever. Very, very clever. I might need to do that. Just slap a beacon next to the son of a bitch so I can find him again. SS Perch says, I'm playing No Man's Sky and watching you. Wizard32 says, feed 100 nanites to a traveler. SS Perk, if you haven't done so already, sub the channel, man. Thanks for coming in. No Man's Sky is a great fucking game, one of my favorite games ever, and I'm glad you're playing and watching me. That is what I call multitasking. I landed there for a reason, now I forgot what it was. That's what it was. Oh, shit! That's what it was. Glad I didn't fly too far away. Oh my god. Is this a cool ship? This better be an S-Class. If it's not an S-Class, I'm gonna fucking put my tongue in a mousetrap. I wouldn't really do that. That's crazy. Ah, B-Class 17 slot. That's so lame. It's such a cool looking ship. Why would they do that to me? Do you think, like, if I shut the game off at some point, like, put a beacon here and come back to it, that, like, it might be a different class? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna put a fucking beacon right here. Yeah, let's do this. Because that's a pretty cool looking ship. Not as cool as the one I saw on the space station, though, because that had down wings, but almost. Pretty dope, pretty dope. Dude, it's so cool how this person put that comm ball here to mark the spot of a crashed ship. God, I love people that play No Man's Sky. They don't travel, or not travel, they don't troll like other games do, like people that fuck with you. Logshin says, my ship is so sexy now. Yeah, dude. I want a sexy ship. Some of my ships are... I'm losing interest on some of these. I've had them for a long time now. Alright, give me them nanite clusters, boy. Thank you. Logshin says, time to buy a freighter and buy a shit ton of S-classes. Logshin, these freighters, bro, I said this earlier. Anybody watching, get off your ass and get a freighter. Because they keep making them really fucking expensive with every patch and with every update. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, dude, I bought a freighter for 7 million units, my very first one. The one I have now is a 30 slot, bro. I paid 18 million units for that thing. When I was looking at a freighter the other day, it asked, I was looking at what the trade-in value of my freighter is. My trade-in value is 180 million units, or something like that. For a Class C 30 slot, it might have been more, I can't remember. But it is, dude, it is a ton. It's a ton that these things are costing. And I would have to imagine that it's because they're not wanting every single No Man's Sky player to have a freighter. There's going to be some enhanced utility with these things. There has to be. I gotta believe that. While I'm out here, I need more selenium. For something I need to craft. I'm going to send the nickel and aluminum away to the freighter. Now, what was that technology I was trying to build before that I needed selenium for? Was that? No. I think it was one of the warp reactors. Alright, so I definitely have enough dynamic resonators inside my freighter, so I can build that one. This was the one, the Theta. So I need selenium, gold, and dynamic. Dude, so I've got this on lock for sure. I could build that. And yeah, so we're good. So here pretty soon I'll be able to build all these warp reactors. It's exactly what I needed. So I can leave this planet now. Wizard says, man, S-Class is overrated, LOL. 3D Destroyer says, yo, that's good looking out with the hints of fine glyphs. I need to get my glyphs game up too. For real, bro. Like, straight up. Like, glyph game week. Gaming Lime says, I thought they made them cheaper with each patch. No, dude, they made them more expensive, dude. I'm telling you, I bought two already. One was 7 million, one was 18 million. The one that I paid 18 million for trades for 180 million. No, they're more expensive than they've ever been. Lockshin says Class A freighter is 100 million. Yeah, dude. Mine's a Class C, but it's 30 something slots. So it's like 100 and something, 108 million or something like that. It was a lot of units. They did it with the most recent one, I'm pretty sure. Might have to verify that. I could be wrong. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Wizard says I got a 36 slot A class special freighter. It's 280 million trade-in value, 400 million. Yeah, dude. Wizard, they didn't used to be that expensive, right? I mean, you could get a freighter under 20 million units back in the day. Johnny B says freighters rock. Mine warps 2,600 light years. It's a class A, 34 slot. Bro, that is crazy. You can warp that far with it. But here's the deal, Johnny. Answer me this. So my freighter, I've got 30 slots and technology slots, but I don't have a warp drive in there. I've got a warp drive Sigma blueprint, but I don't have an initial warp drive. My question is to you, kind sir, is can you add a warp drive to a freighter that doesn't already have one? Yes, I want to fight pirates. 100%. Absolutely, I want to fight pirates. Wizard 3032 says the warp becomes redundant once you get the glyphs. Not necessarily, because you can't take the ships with you unless you claim a home base where you go. And not everybody wants to do that every time, so I still think that warping is important, especially with the freighters if you can warp a lot further, because not everybody wants to move their base. If you're on a really cool planet you like, you shouldn't have to move your base just to warp, or just to use the portals. Plus, some people just they like the old school travel, you know, and I don't blame them. See, this is where HiddenJewAgenda has me beat yet again, bros. He's way better at the space combat, like a lot better. Oh, this guy's maneuvering. Yeah, you son of a bitch. I got you. Alright, let's add shields. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Zinc. Shit. I'm gonna die. Oh, fuck. Back up, dude. Back up. No, I don't want the Cyclotron Ballista. That shit sucks. Asshole. Alright. Where's the next one? Let's get this guy. Titanium. I was an inch away from being dead. Oh my god. Yeah, you fucking son of a bitch. Alright, I'm just gonna meet you where you're turning, asshole. Cool, that was fun. Alright. Johnny B, how do you get the warp drives for freighters and install them? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Johnny B says, I get the tech from the guy that sells tech, install in the tech slot. So you can install the initial warp drive in the freighter, correct? If it doesn't already have one, that's what it sounds like you're saying. Wizard says you need to find one with a warp drive to upgrade. See, that's what I was thinking. I don't think you can just slap a warp drive on one that doesn't have it, which makes me sad. Freighters work the same as normal ships. You can also take your ship with you when going through portals, but it's a pain in the ass. Apart from you don't get the initial warp drive to build, you can only find one with it in. That sucks. Loction says, I love you, Panda. Just when you randomly start cussing like you're all calm, then man, I don't want that. Shit just sucks. Johnny B says, did not know that. Wizard says, I still have my first paid-for ship, the one that I saved up for specifically buy before the Foundation update. Cost $63 million at the time. Yeah, dude, they used to be cheap. Logshin says you get the freighter warp drives from the blueprints from space stations. But Logshin, I think everybody's in agreement that you cannot just add it to a ship that didn't have it before. So definitely does not make me a happy camper knowing that. Let me try to build another warp cell here and try a different system, see if I can't find somebody with one of these.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Travelers on it. I don't care to explore this particular system right now. Okay. Wizard says you don't get the freighter warp drive blueprint, you just get the upgrade blueprint. Yep, that seems to be the unanimous point there. Man, that sucks because to buy another freighter would cost me so much in-game cash. It would just ruin my entire day. Oh, that's a really cool looking laser. I don't think I've seen one that looks quite like that. Wizard says, if you look at the menu showing all the blueprints, you will see 3 slots for the freighter warp drive, Sigma, Tau, and Theta, but not the initial one. Logshin, that's what I mean. Okay. So, basically what everybody's saying is I'm going to have to trade my freighter for another one that already has warp drive built in, and that's what I was afraid of. I can do that. That's not a problem, because mine, being that it's 30 slots, trades for so high anyway, that anything less than 30 slots, I don't really need to pay any units for, and if it's got a warp drive, I'd prefer that anyway. Dude, I cannot seem to find any fucking travelers, man. Wizard says, in game cash is easy to obtain, just build the farm. Very true, very true. Or, like what you would probably also suggest is to use the portal to go to somebody else's farm and take advantage of what they've got. Geknip or whatever else, right? Hey, honey. How was Mirces? Was Isla there? Oh, okay, cool. How is Mirsa doing after, you know, huh? Well, I mean, obviously, is she still having issues with her? Is she still smoking? Well, that ain't finna get any better then. I know. That's kind of a cool shit, but I've already got a 19 slaughter, don't need that one. I mean, I guess I warped to the next system, right? I'm trying to find a traveler in the space station, so... I found a traveler in my freighter. How the hell did you find a traveler in your freighter? Where were they? Were they just one of the people that landed in your ship? Logshin? Wizard says, I can make millions every hour. My record is 52 million in a single day. 3 hours of gameplay. See, that's what I need. HiddenJewAgenda has like 100 and something million units, dude. It makes me want to punch him in the throat. Yeah, portals are my favorite now. Now that you know how to bring my ship through. Now that I know how to bring my ship through. Yeah, because you got to find a base on that planet and claim it, though. I mean, it's not something that's particularly easy, is it? Because God knows how long you're going to walk around trying to find a base, am I correct or no? Let me call my freighter, dude, and see if a fucking traveler's in there. I've never heard of a traveler being in someone's freighter. Love my freighter, dude, oh my gosh. Yep. Yeah, fuck a screenshot. It's pretty cool though. No, they were just standing in the freighter. Build a single booster to find a base and you get through portal. Good point, Wizard. Yeah, I mean that fucking Wizard coming through with the tips, dude. I need to get together with this guy and make a tip trips video. Tip trips? Tip tricks. The boy can't speak. That was a tongue twister for some reason. Bro, Logshin, where were they standing in your freighter, dude? Like in the main, in the bridge, where the your commander and shit is at. What's up? I feel like I'm the only person that uses stairs in this game. Because I could have just totally flown from right there. Anyway. Hey bro, you're supposed to be working. You ain't supposed to be texting your wife. Sorry, dude. There's no traveler Logshin. This greatly disappoints me. Here's what you do. Look for a base that's a couple minutes away, claim it, drive back to the portal, fly your ship to a space station, warp back to the new base you claimed. Boom, there you go. Oh, shit. Do you think they're ever going to patch or fix that exploit? Or do you think they allowed that to happen on purpose? To make long-distance travel easier? What is this? Is this a comet? What is this thing? Copper.
Hostile scout detected.
No, 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 no.
Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Damn it. Oh, there's only... Oh, shit. Oh my god, I'm dead. Looks like we've got some help, guys, so I'm gonna give it a try. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Big beam, come on, come on. Did I get him? Oh, so close. There we go. Yes! That made me clench, guys. That made me clench. Takes an hour to get through a portal and transport everything. Here's what you do. Look for that. Okay. Couldn't interact with a traveler, but they were there. Panda, you weren't going to find a traveler every time. Dude, I'm sad. I hope they don't patch it, otherwise I'll be lonely. They allow it because they patched the old way. The old way is to drive to a base. Once you go through the portal, just claim it and you could call it in. If they had a patch since the fish and it's blah blah blah. And if they patch it, I'll be triggered and probably not play No Man's Sky for a little bit, to be honest. Oh, don't be sensitive, Logshin. I could never not play No Man's Sky. God damn, I'm glad you followed it up with that. Wizard says, I'm in Galaxy 5, hoping that once people I help reach the end game, they will come and find me. Anthead says, hello all. What's going on, Anthead? Thanks for jumping in. Your stream must be immersive. When the vid stops for a second, I get a rush like when my game crashes. The big craze right now is the 10th galaxy. Yeah, dude, I've not left the Euclid because that seems to be where everybody else is at. So it's just like I'm fucking scared, man, to like leave. I feel like I'm gonna get somewhere else and just be lonely. I've got HiddenJewAgenda that can warp to me. I've got Goopoo 101 that can jump in and find me. I mean, there's just so many people that can like locate me. that it would make me a little nervous to be in a galaxy with people so far away, but I guess the portals help out with that. Here's my big issue, is if I go to a different galaxy, I can't return to the one that I left. And, I don't know, I've got a lot of sentimental feelings towards the Euclid Galaxy. So to leave and then not be able to come back, it would just kind of makes me scared, but maybe that's the point of it all, you know? Maybe that's what it's all about, is that. I just need to get some iron real quick, because I did not have enough to survive that whole scenario, and I'm lucky that I even was able to destroy those pirates, so. But I totally threw all my iron, and I need to kill some more sentinels for some zinc and aluminum, so. Loction says, yeah, Euclid is Bay. I could never leave. That's how it is for me, dude. It's so hard. It's so hard, dude. I would cry, probably. I mean, not really, but it would, like HiddenJewAgenda, he almost did, man. He was following the storyline and almost went into a different galaxy, and then he just, like, reloaded the save just before. So he got this, I haven't seen one of these kind of guys in a long time. Matter of fact, I haven't seen these since 1.1. Come on. Let me scan it. You know what? I'm gonna kill him. I'm just gonna kill him. Then I'll scan him. There we go. So he got to see the end of the game and all that, and he reloaded his save essentially, or some shit, to remain in the Euclid Galaxy because he did not want to go to the next one. Dude, everything is trying to kill me today. Get away from me. What the hell? Washington says, oh shit, someone is in my system. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I randomly ended up in a system one time where there was 3 other people in there, and the weirdest thing was seeing them pulse drive. Like, because I followed them into space, and they did a pulse drive, and watching that orb just disappear like that was pretty wild. Gaming Lime said, my computer just randomly restarted, so I was sad I had missed some of the stream. Oh, that's all good, dude. You're not missing much. The whole point was to try to find a glyph, and I have yet to do that. So, anybody that's ever seen me stream, you know, HiddenJewAgenda is pretty good about staying on task. But whenever I stream, I always title it like I'm about to go do some shit, and then I never end up doing it. It's like it's hard for me to do it, or I get distracted, or something prevents me from doing it. So I'm not even doing what I started the stream to do. I mean, I am, but like loosely. Anthead says, I think those big wheel things on those weird planets will let us warp to other galaxies back and forward and take our ship with us. Oh my god, I never thought about that. Those big giant rings that come off the ground you can interact with. Dude, I never thought about that, and that makes so much friggin' sense. That totally makes sense. Because they're probably big enough that you can fly your ship through. Dude, I've never heard that theory. That is straight dopeness. I love that. Oh, that thing made me have a face. Super creepy. Alright, we got iron. Now I'm off. Hello, games. Please stop making every ship use 25% of your fuel to get off the ground. But how heavy are these damn things that they use that much fuel? Gaming Lime says, I hope they make the scanner a bit better at scanning moving creatures, because I find myself all the time switching between a tiny creature to a rock. You gotta kill the son of a bitch, it seems like. Whoops, did not mean to send that. The letter F. Maybe we should put some tinfoil on Gaming Lime saying the letter F could mean ARG. No, I'm joking. Alright. Let's try another system. Sooner or later, I'm gonna find a fucking traveler. Finding all creatures is overly difficult, not balanced with the other achievements. Yeah, I'm glad that I've got my warp reactor theta, because I don't think I'll be doing that anymore. The whole, you know. Oh my god. I am very grateful that they revised the combat system in this game, though. It's much nicer to do space combat in this game. Gotcha. Yes, honey? Okay, and then start getting ready for the party? Okay. Hey guys, you know how cool my wife is? The very first video I ever made for this channel, I got the balls to show it to her and she laughed straight in my face. Gotta love your women. They keep your ass in check. Man. How come they can maneuver so much better than I can? Get off the ship, dude. There we go. Oh. Hidden Jew's actually calling me right now. What's going on, Hidden? Cracking, player. Yeah, it got cold here too. It was like 80 degrees the other day, then all of a sudden it was like 22. My fucking ball sack turned into Christmas ornaments. What are you doing? Hell yeah. I'm streaming right now. Yeah, dude. Are you signed into our channel? Not sure. It's a pretty long one. I'm trying to find portal glyphs, which is proving to be quite difficult, but everybody's being patient. It's taking me a minute. No. I keep warping from system to system, hoping I'll find a traveler in a space station. Yeah, everybody keeps telling me space station's the way to go, so hopefully I'll find one. I want to get at least one more while I'm on the stream. Or one. No, I mean, I have one total. I at least want to get one by the end of the stream. Like, I'm committed to not fucking ending the stream until I get one, even if everyone falls asleep on me. Yeah, or if you just want to jump in a party chat or whatever, man, it's up to you. Oh, yeah. Alright. Better. HiddenJewAgenda might be jumping on, guys. Yeah, you son of a bitch. Now let's see if this is a freighter that I can trade for. Man, I really like these freighters straight up though that have like the Star Wars Enterprise fucking tips. Shit is gangster. I'm like, man, I don't know what it is about that I like so much. But see, my freighter used to be this color. It was like this charcoal color, but it had red stripes. And after the update, it went pink and green, dude. Like straight up watermelon style. Made me mad. Made me sad. Johnny B said finding all. Oh, no, I've already read that. Because Anthead says you can fly through them, but you can't fly through much in this game. I've never tried that, Anthead. That is really awesome that you just said that you could fly through one of those. Never even tried it. Gaming Lime says maybe I am from Hello Games. Gaming Lime, if you are from Hello Games and you've been in here this long and haven't like slipped no secrets, I would be so mad, bro. But like, you know what I'm saying? I will trade sexual favors for inside information, Gaming Lime. I'm just saying. Oh no, it's a Gek freighter. That dude's about that the whole time. Gaming Lime says I haven't found a Sentinel Ring planet yet. What's a Sentinel Ring planet? Let me know what that is. I've not even heard of that. Gaming Lime says party. Yeah, jump on, dude. I've got a live chat going. It's in the No Man's Sky community. You'll see it on there. It says Panda's chat. So if you want to get on here, Gaming Lime, feel free. Johnny B says, curious, is there any point to crash freighters? Nah, not really. You uncover shit. Sometimes you'll find some freighter technology or something like that, but not right now. I think they threw it in there because it was a promise that they made to players that there would be crash freighters, and so they just kind of chucked it in with this update. They'll probably be adding more functionality to that later on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they're going to make a point to having that at some point. Gaming Lime says to collect valuable resources that fall from them. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. If you scan, you can see them underground, and you have to dig them out. The only problem with that, Gaming Lime, is that it's so expensive to fill back your terrain manipulator, right? Like, it costs a lot of plutonium to operate that thing, so. Alright, let's see what this is all about. We got a 30 slot Class B, 119 mil. Oh, I can't get it. I can't get it. Costs 286 million, so I'd have to pay 119 million, and I don't have that. That makes me unbelievably sad. This is such a cool looking freighter. Well, that's why I gotta get my farming on, guys. Shit. Curiosity, I want to see if it's got warp, and it's got a warp drive. Fuck. Well, there will be another time. Anthead says, I want to be able to buy those auxiliary barges and gunships that you always see around freighters so you can build an armada. Yeah, dude, in the next update, I want to be able to add, like, hard points to my freighter. Like, I want guns. Like, how cool would it be if the freighter was, like, the key to multi-crew? Like, dude, what would you guys do if No Man's Sky added multi-crew? And the freighter was the key to it. So people could man stations in your freighter, dude. And they could land their ships, and you could dispatch fighters from your freighter, and people could like man guns, and you could pilot your freighter and have like freighter war. That'd be sick, right? Gaming Line says, I hope they add a little more depth to crash freighters, though. Johnny B says, I guess I never found anything I needed. HiddenJewAgenda says, what's up, everybody? Yo, what up, Hidden? Sorry, we can't hear you. That gel won't shut up. No. Oh, GAC. You mean the GAC. Yeah, I probably figured. I've been trying to fuck with the game audio to see if I can get that changed where the in-game audio gets lower. But there doesn't seem to be a way for me to, like, straight up manipulate that, which sort of makes me sad. I went through all the settings this morning. I tried watching videos about it because I was like, I want the game audio to get significantly lower. Let me send some of that lemium to my ship here. Oh, why'd I do that? Alright, lemium. Freighter. Wow. Now what is this? Yes, I need aluminum. I need lots of it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. But this is the freighter I'm missing out on, guys. Where is it at? That makes me sad, because that is a badass looking freighter. Look at that bridge with the command station up top. So sick. Oh. Johnny B said wait for a 34 slot. Yep. Gaming Line says 16 people crew. Bro, like, for real. Like, how legit would that be? Well, I don't even want to think about it because it's probably not going to happen. Not to the degree that I'm thinking, but man, it's getting. I want to start twerking. I'm thinking about it so hard. 3D Destroyer says my freighter is white with black accents, big, tall, like the ship from 2001: Space Odyssey. Hell yeah. Gaming Lime says his looks like an Imperial starship from Star Wars. Probably pretty similar to mine. Hidden Juice says 3D, what up, bro? Thanks for joining again. Yeah, dude. Gaming Lime says actually exactly like the one Panda's looking at. Bro, I'm so jealous. I mean, mine's kind of similar, but it's like some weird colors, dude. I'm not real happy with it, with the color palette. But yeah, dude, Hidden, man, we got Gaming Lime, we got Wizard, we got Anthead, we got 3D Destroyer, we got everybody, dude, everybody. Commander Divergent came back, dude, and jumped in the chat. We had everybody in here today, dude. It's pretty exciting to see so many return viewers. Gaming Lime says, or no, Anthead says, yeah, you could man batteries or scramble attack ships with your freighter. Come under attack by 25 pirates, and if they took you out, you'd have to fix it at a crash site. Dude, oh my god, I love that. That would be so sick. Like, no lie, straight up. I would, oh my gosh. I don't even want to talk about it. I end up saying something really disgusting. Maybe they will add freighter paint customization. Gaming Lime, if they did that, buddy, I would love that, because I need to change that green and pink on my freighter, dude. It bugs me every time I see it. 3D Destroyer says, I actually traded down on slots just for the look of my freighter. I would be willing to do that if I was only losing a couple of slots, didn't have to pay for it, and I got a freighter warp drive out of it. I would probably be willing to do that. Johnny B says, my freighter is ugly as sin with a Get Captain. Glad I don't need to talk to him since 1.3. I know, bro. Like if you're interacting with them, they just sit there making that squawk noise. HiddenJewAgenda does like the perfect imitation of that, though. Bro, I am not fucking finding any travelers, dude. This is really starting to piss me off. Do they got anything good to sell at least? Shit. Of course not. I kind of like that name. His name is Eflacathus. It sounds like Spanish for dandruff. I don't know that to be certain because I don't speak any Spanish, but I guess the flaca, the flake. I don't know. I'm being retarded. Game Alarm says mine is a Corvax captain. HiddenJewAgenda says non-stop chatter. Yep, that's the Gek for you, dude. They just make that squawk noise. It's crazy. It's probably what my wife feels like when I live stream, and she's like right there. Non-stop chatter. Anthead says seeing freighter shadows on that planet makes me think they might be working on that. Yeah, dude, I took a screenshot the other day where like a freighter, like a cluster, was above this planet, casting a major shadow on the planet. I even flew down to see if it was like legitimately casting it on the ground, and it was. Hidden says mine is a Get Captain. Maybe the Geks are repeatedly saying, "Are you annoyed yet?" Gaming Lime, that would be hilarious. I feel like Sean Murray is constantly trolling us in this game, and it would not surprise me if that was the truth. 220 nanite clusters. Do I have enough? Hidden, I kind of figured out the cyclotron ballista a little bit. It's actually quite powerful. It seems to be a decent weapon. It just deals so much damage when it hits the target that it kind of makes it worth having. Johnny B says, I always chose function over form, but I'm old. Logshin says, my fucking game crashed when I was just standing at a portal. Gaming Lamb says, rest in peace. Gaming Lamb don't give a fuck. He's just like, rip, cuz, rip. Start over. Johnny B, I don't know how old you are, man, but I'm 30, and just from the time I was a kid, man, Star Wars and Blade Runner and all these different movies, man, Dune, I've always been fascinated with like space travel and sci-fi, man. This game is like a kid's dream, dude. Just being able to travel the universe and explore different planets, and it evokes a certain feeling in me that I don't think a lot of people will ever really be able to understand. It's a very specific emotion I get playing this game. I don't know if any of you guys out there that are watching right now are Star Wars fans, but Force Awakens is pre-screening on December 12th, which would be Tuesday, and wide release on the 15th. I've got the opening day tickets for the 15th for The Last Jedi. I'll be seeing it at 7 p.m. And the next time I stream, I'll let you guys know what I thought. I won't give any spoilers or anything, but I'll let you know if it's a good movie for people out there that aren't going to be able to see it opening night. The tickets sell out so quick, it's almost impossible to get them. But I got lucky and I found some. And basically, I've got, like, it's the theater that we have it at. We've got reserved reclining leather seating in a loft. We have to take an elevator. There's a second floor, but it's over the rest of the people that sit there, and you can order drinks and stuff. It's like a dine-in type scenario, and we were lucky that we got reserved seating, so we don't even have to really beat the crowds or anything like that. Our seats are guaranteed, so we show up just before the movie starts, and we're good to go. I'm gonna go buy this cyclotron ballista tech real quick while I'm here at this space station. It overheats too fast, and that's a coolant upgrade, so it's worth the nanites I'm about to pay for it, I feel like. Mr. Super C says sub for sub. Is that like, are you marketing for a sub in the comments, or are you giving us a sub because we subbed you? Not really sure. Insufficient? Oh yeah, because my freighter's got them. Ah, son of a bitch. That's a long-ass ship. I named this ship the S-42 Reconnaissance Vessel, and regretted it after I typed it in because I forgot how long the word fucking reconnaissance is. But anyway. Alright, let's call in the freighter. Elf right there. Gaming Lamb says, oh yeah, I noticed that a month ago the Sean Murray tweets is the month that he releases a big update. Yeah, and he tweeted on the 1st, didn't he? Gaming Line, if that observation proves correct, you deserve a big wet hug from a sea lion. I don't know why I said it. Don't look into it. It's fucking weird. Just how I roll. Let me transfer the nanite clusters.
Slots in suit inventory.
And go buy the technology. Three Destroyer says, yes, this game is like when I used to play with my Star Wars action figures as a kid. That feeling. Yeah, dude. It's like certain people that like all the real hardcore fans of this game, like, we are that kid, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we all have in common. That's why everybody that loves this game in the community, like, all pretty much, like, get along or have similar personalities. It's a very specific individual that, like, when they play this, like, they get that special feeling. Not to quote that 80s song. Oh, shit. Hidden Jew, I hope you saw that, dude. Holy fuck. World's best landing, dude. Anthead, I saw the first Star Wars movie in a theater when I was a little kid. My dad introduced me to it. It was, I didn't have the fortune of watching the original trilogy, so I saw the Phantom Menace, and my dad was like, if you like that movie, you're gonna like all of the original ones. And he had the director's, like, cut or the special edition on VHS, and I watched those. And from the original ones, the prequels, it's like cool to just know the storyline and like know where things fall on the timeline, but nothing's the original ones are just, man, it does it for me. These new ones are pretty good too, like The Force Awakens and Rogue One's pretty dope. I hope The Last Jedi is really good, and I hope it's not exactly like The Empire Strikes Back. I felt The Force Awakens rode a little too close to A New Hope. But yeah, man, Star Wars fanatic over here. I play trivia games, I read the lore, comics, all that shit. Panda, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? So I was originally born in the Cayman Islands. My dad is from the UK, but I've lived in America most of my life. So, but I currently live in Texas, and I've lived in a few other states before Texas. But yeah, I was born in Georgetown, Grand Cayman. Family's originally from the UK. So being born in the Caribbean, needless to say, is a very cool upbringing, as one would imagine. Johnny B says, coming in hot. The Gaming Line says, that was some amazing landing. Bro. Straight up, dude. Like, that, like, HiddenJewAgenda, that probably, like, stressed him out. Like, he probably got cold sweats. Because he's so peculiar about flying, like, I know that bugged the shit out of him. The Gaming Line says, I wonder what your wife thinks when you say strange things. Dude, I've been with this woman for 10 years. We went to high school together. She's my best friend, and she's my wife. And we got married in October. And we've known each other for a long time, so she expects me to say very strange shit. You know, just the way it is. Anthead says, I still collect Kenner Star Wars toys. Fuck yeah. Hidden Juice says, oh my god, why? I guess you're talking about the landing? It was juicy, right? Hidden goes, bro, that landing would have never happened with me. I would have been disappointed in myself if I flew into a space station like that. Dude, it was like I was about to slam into the side of the space station. I hit the brakes, and it like sucked me in, dude. I did like a 720 backflip into the space station. The Gaming Line says I hated The Force Awakens. I didn't. I thought it was really good, and I thought the character development was great. It just felt too much like A New Hope to me. But the special effects were wonderful. I loved all the characters. I actually cared about them. In Rogue One, when everybody like dies, spoiler alert, sorry about that. When everybody fucking dies, I didn't care about any of the characters. I knew nothing about them and had no emotional attachment to them whatsoever. But it was a good movie. Rogue One was a great movie, but they both were. So many plot holes. Yeah, J.J. Abrams made the movie like he knew that there was another one coming, which obviously he did. But I didn't want to feel that way. Like, don't make the movie and end it on a cliffhanger because you know that there's another one coming. That is just a fucking cheap way of doing it. And you kind of cheat the fans out like that because I want the movies to be good on its own accord. The original Star Wars movie was great because they were made as independently great films. They all had an ending. You know, in the original trilogy, you know, A New Hope, they blow the Death Star up. In The Empire Strikes Back, it has an ending. And Return of the Jedi, it has an ending. Without each other, they're still independently great films on their own accord, and they don't necessarily need to have the other films to back them up. The way The Force Awakens ended, it was like, first of all, how many millions of dollars did you have to pay Mark Hamill just to fucking stand there and look misty-eyed? I mean, you know what I mean? And then secondly, like, that really disappointed a lot of fans because they wanted to see Luke Skywalker in that movie. I mean, when you got special effects like we have today, like, okay, Rogue One, the Darth Vader scene, there's no one who's going to tell me that wasn't the best fucking, like, Star Wars scene as far as, like, displaying Force powers is concerned. The way he, like, held that dude on the roof and fucking sliced him in half or whatever, like, dude, that gave me shivers when Darth Vader came down that corridor. Like, I wanted to see Luke Skywalker. He's the strongest Jedi in all of the Star Wars universe. Like, I wanted to see that guy, like, display some serious fucking power, you know what I mean? And I'm waiting the whole movie for him to show up, and then it just fucking abruptly ends. Like, why you gonna do me like that? Pissed me off. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Fuck. Can I make it? Do I have enough to make some? Let's see. Send that back to the freighter. Okay. High capacity. Alright, let's make some.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Technology recharge.
Yeah, let's try this one. Didn't have the same feeling as the old ones did. You know, but Gaming Line, that could just be nostalgia, you know. He said I watched all of the original the night before release. Me and my wife, we're watching them all the way through. So we're watching the prequel trilogy 1 through 3, and then we're going to watch Rogue One, and then we're going to watch the originals, and then we're going to watch The Force Awakens, and then hopefully, you know, by the time all that's done, it'll be Friday, and we'll be in the movie theater watching the new one, so we're going to get prepared. 3D Destroyer says, I'm 40, so I grew up with the original Star Wars. Hell yeah, bro. My dad was also a huge sci-fi nut. He passed a few years ago. My condolences, brother. Sorry to hear that. But, sure, he would have loved No Man's Sky. I actually think about him a lot when I play. You know, that's a connection that you'll have with the game, you know, is that, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to get, like, sad, but that's a very beautiful thing to say, and I'm glad that, you know, you talked about that here with us. And that's a great connection you're always going to have with this game, because you know it's something that your father would have really got a kick out of, and you get to live the experience for him, you know. So I love hearing stories like that. Hidden Jew says I'm sweating pretty bad about my landing, I'm assuming, right? Johnny B says, cool, I'm in Minnesota. Hell yeah, dude. I bet it's cold as shit there. In Texas, it's cold if it's like 30 degrees, like we're wearing parkas. And we just soak our socks in boiling hot water before we put them on our feet. We also put in mouth guards for when we shiver. 3D Destroyer says, no shit, sometimes I put my dad's pic facing the TV when I play. Bro, that's legit. Hell yeah, dude. You know, depending on what your beliefs are, he's totally fucking catching the vibes on that one. Larshan says, damn, nose is bleeding again. Great. Bro, Do you live someplace really dry, or what's the deal? My sister-in-law, she's 18, and she gets nosebleeds pretty frequently. She always has. It looks like somebody fucking elbowed her in the face, and it's just like, holy shit. Manhead said, I personally hated the prequels, but I was lucky enough to see them with my friend's young kid, and I got to see the wonder on his face, and that's kind of what I like about them. Yeah, here's what I really liked about the prequels, though, honestly, even though they were kind of shit, was, so you know when what's his face? God damn it. Darth Maul. Okay, when he's fighting Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he kills Qui-Gon Jinn, and Obi-Wan Kenobi gets pissed, starts, like, fucking some shit up. The lightsaber battles is what I'm getting at. The lightsaber battles in the prequel trilogy were really, really fucking good. I was very impressed by them. I thought they were excellent. Johnny B says, did you look around on that landing to see if anyone was watching? Dude, that landing was epic, broski. Transmit final data. Whoa, whoa. I already got that blueprint though, buddy. Dude. So you know how after the update they gave us access to this door? And this thing like apparently generates the simulation or some shit? I'm curious what the fuck is behind this one. Like, I cannot wait for the next update to determine what is behind this one. And let's get some tinfoil fucking going right now, dude. Hidden Jew, let me know what you think, buddy. What if you have to go into a space anomaly, and in there is where you have your suit, where you can customize your character, change the colors of your suit, all that kind of stuff. What if it's in here? Because that's the generator for the simulation or some shit, right? So what if this is your player model fucking... Somebody knows what I'm trying to say, because I'm not articulating it very well. But... you guys know what I'm getting at. Ah, getting better. Normally it's like a Class C bullshit weapon in there. Getting closer. If I find a cool S-Class, it'll be down. Even though I already got one. But my S-Class is pink and blue. Gaming Lime says it also confused you when Kylo Ren, who had trained for his life since childhood, lost against someone who just scavenged on a desert planet. It depends on how you look at it, bud. He didn't really lose. He was trying to convert her to the dark side of the Force. So he wasn't really trying to beat her, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to sway her to the dark side. He spent the entire movie from his very first interaction with her doing it. I think he could have very easily bested her if he really wanted to. He had his own motivation. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy is that, and me and HiddenJewAgenda have talked about this, is, one of the things I didn't like is that when they showed Kylo Ren's face to Rey too early in the movie, it would have been a more impactful scene if the very first time you lay your eyes on Kylo Ren is just before, you know, he kills you-know-who on the bridge. And I'm sure everybody's seen it, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody nonetheless, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But if he would have revealed his face then, in that moment, in that scene, it would have had much more impact and made a lot more sense. And I would have preferred to have seen it in that way. Dude, I am not finding any travelers. This is really, really driving me crazy. And struggled against some former stormtrooper. I mean, you might have a point there. Ant had said Rogue One Vader scene is the coolest fucking scene ever. Yeah, dude, literally, when he came down everybody in the theater, you could see it. They either had, like, raging boners or, like, they were, like, breathing heavy. Like, it was, people were, like, getting sweaty in there when that scene happened. It was awesome. Gaming Lime said also the fact that the one orange alien had Luke Skywalker's blue lightsaber, even though that got lost with Luke's hand when it got cut off. I'm sure there's going to be some backstory as to how she came upon that. Gaming Lime says then Luke got the green lightsaber. Yep. Made it himself. They cut that scene out of the original movie, but you can still find it online, where he puts together the lightsaber with the Kyber crystal. 3D Destroyer says they killed Maul too quick. Yeah, he was a great villain. They should have kept him around longer. He should have been in all three of those. Johnny B says, warmer than yesterday here, 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Will be warmer Wednesday when I'm in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona's lovely. I've been there one time. I was in Mesa. Great place. Their bedroom is behind the door. Again, what, you can stay on if you're down to talk No Man's Sky. Conflict scanner. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Keep that in mind for next time. People goof on Jedi because of Ewoks, but it's pretty good to me. Yeah, I don't mind the little aliens and creatures, and it makes it family friendly. Kylo Ren looked like some emo teenager. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I thought his look was okay. I like the sound of his voice. I like Kylo Ren as a villain. I think because he's complicated, there's more layers to him than there was with Vader. Vader was just a fucking evil son of a bitch. They added the layers with the prequel, so after the prequels, Vader was a much more layered character. And the only reason Empire Strikes Back is as good as it is because after Return of the Jedi, once you learn about Vader and you see his face and you understand the torment and stuff that he went through with the dark side and all that kind of shit, you have a different feeling towards him than you, in retrospect, you're like, yeah, Empire Strikes Back is fucking dope. Knowing what you know about Vader from Return of the Jedi, but I feel Kylo Ren is a layered and complicated character, and things are more gray with him. It's not black and white. Like, it's not good or bad, you know what I mean? It's very different from Kylo. I wonder if this planet's gonna be lush. I want to see fucking trees. I don't know, if anybody on this stream watched HiddenJewAgenda stream from the other day, this dude got mad about fucking trees, bro. And I'm gonna take some excerpts from that stream, and I'm gonna make a video of just HiddenJewAgenda just being mad about some bushes. I love the way Kylo Ren unmasked himself right away. I didn't like it. I wanted him to do that in front of Han Solo. That would have been I would have loved to have seen him for the first time in that moment. Gaming Line says, when I saw Kylo Ren, I thought he would at least have some scars, and that's why he was hiding his face, but no, he just wanted to. He's mimicking his grandfather. It's you know, that's kind of what the whole thing's about, not necessarily. But anyway, he sounded somewhat like Anakin from the second prequel in some scenes. Yeah, I would disagree with that. Adam Driver's a great actor. He's been nominated for many awards, and he's been in critically acclaimed films. He's a really great actor. He's working within the script that he's been given, and maybe the script didn't really present him as the best character possible. And I think, unfortunately, that's what happened with the guy that played Anakin Skywalker, because if you look at Natalie Portman, who played Padme Amidala, right? She's had a great career, but she sucked in the movies. Her acting was completely wooden and shit. You know, but she's had a fantastic career since then, so they're good actors. They just sometimes get bad scripts, and I think that's what happened in that case. It looks like with The Last Jedi, we're gonna get a much better film. Nothing against the actor, just the way the script went. Yeah, I agree. That scene is amazing. He holds dudes against the ceiling while doing Empire-style gun takeaway from 6 guys, chopping guys up. But my favorite thing was when Episode 4 starts like 10 minutes after. Yeah, I bought the movie the day it came out for like home release, and I watched 1, and then right after threw in A New Hope and watched it directly afterward. The continuity was fucking great. And not only that, but dude, it closed the biggest plot hole in Star Wars history, right? That you have this giant moon-sized fucking space station, and Luke Skywalker blows it up with a fucking proton torpedo. And it's like, really? That's not believable. Well, in Rogue One, when the guy that made the Death Star made it with a weakness in it because he was trying to betray the Empire, now all of that makes much more sense. And it fixed one of the biggest issues in the Star Wars story. Dude, I really wish at some point in this game that this red that I see is lava. Like, am I the only one that wants that? Like, I know HiddenJewAgenda wants it. Are we the only one that want that? I want lava, flowing lava. Like, that would be cool to see. I'm gonna fly around on the planet a little bit, see if I can't find a fucking outpost with a goddamn traveler on it or something, man. It's just getting real stressful. They're going to be introducing Grey Jedis in the new movie. Yeah, I don't know that for sure, but I definitely feel that becoming a thing, right? I mean, I see that. Because by the sounds of everything, right, they're blurring the line. It sounds like that what Luke has discovered is he discovered an artifact from the Wills, like maybe even the Book of the Wills, and he's learned that the real power lies in between the light and the dark sides of the Force. This is going to be a weird fucking landing, y'all. I'm about to go underground. How the fuck did that work out? Aw, man. I thought there was a good chance I was going to encounter a traveler right there. Isla's taking a nap and your mom's in the backyard. Oh, I thought she was in the backyard. I really thought that was going to be a cool multi-tool. I don't even want to talk to this guy. I'm gonna go try the space station. I mean, I did. There's got to be a traveler. This is really pissing me off. You guys want to see something sad? Where's the thing that shows you how many times? Is it log or journey? Log. No, journey. Warped. Where's warped? Warped. I've only warped 101 times. HiddenJewAgenda's warped like 600 times. And all of those jumps, all of those warps are fairly recent too. I think after 1.3 dropped, when I looked at it, I had only warped like 54 times total in the year that I've had the game. I've always explored planets really deeply, but never really got into the space exploration part of it, because I love exploring the planets. So now I'm more about traveling to the different systems and trying to figure shit out. Anthead says, but they also don't show it, but they talk about the Death Star coming out of hyperspace. That is just so cool. Yeah, you kind of see it just appear, right? But it's like, I never knew that the Death Star could travel through hyperspace like that. I mean, you would assume because of how it can travel between systems. But could you imagine having to move an object that size that quick? How much energy that would take? Gaming Lime says they're going to be introducing Grey Jedis as a movie. They show the logo for the Grey Jedis. The Grey Jedis embrace both sides of the Force, dark and light, depending on their needs at any given moment. Yep. Gaming Lime also says that based off what Luke Skywalker did at the end of Jedi, Darth Vader almost killing him, it could be assumed that Luke is a Grey Jedi. It's almost implied that Luke is a Grey Jedi, because he says to Rey in one of the trailers, you know, reach deeper. What do you see? She says the light and the dark. It says, do you feel it? It's bigger, or some shit like that. I think that's the thing, is that Luke Skywalker became that much more powerful because he's able to harness both sides of the living Force. So, never thought this stream would go to like straight up Star Wars speculation, but I guess it's in the same vein, right? Space travel and shit. It's all good. I love talking about it. I'm a Star Wars freak anyway. So. Anybody can tell me what I'm doing wrong here? Why am I not finding travelers? I've only ever found one fucking traveler this entire game, and I need to find glyphs. Cool shit. Johnny B, it's tough in No Man's Sky to rush anything. True. We will have Star Wars. We all have Star Wars in our DNA. Yeah, we certainly do. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is hard to rush anything in No Man's Sky, and it would seem that way. I mean, I can't find the fucking glyph. That was the whole point of what I tried to accomplish today. Habitable base here. What is there though? Yeah, honey. I got you. Isla, you should know nothing ever goes the way you want it, honey. I got you. Here you go, bud. Isla's trying to sleep. Alright. Oh, there is a habitable base there. Holy shit. I'm gonna one-up that guy. Habitable base here. Precision.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Neat combo. Someone is trying to help. HiddenJewAgenda says, keep going to space stations. I guess that's the game. The game's way of telling me I need to warp more or something, man. I mean, fuck. Yeah, I guess I will keep trying to go to space stations. Yeah, that was nice of somebody to leave a combo 400 yards away. I'm just being an asshole. I don't mean anything by it. I'm just joking. Alright, let's go to the next one. Well, how much fucking warp fuel do I actually have? I might need to make another warp cell. Yeah, I've got no more warp. Well, I've probably got a ship that's got warp fuel, so before I spend any more of my resources making warp cells, let me see what I've got in inventory here. Oh shit. Hidden Jew is fucking laughing at me right now. Johnny B says, oh yeah, I already read that one. How cool would it be, guys, if you could like customize like your HUD and your ship interior? I think somebody mentioned that in the comment section before. It might have been Logston about like fuzzy dice on your dash. That'd be clean as fuck. Trying to do the landing. I pulled off some crazy landings before, but I don't think I'll ever be able to duplicate the one I just did in that one space station, dude. That was just a gnarly roll, whatever you want to call that. Oh, that one's empty. Yeah, we can use this one. Destroyer says the gold dice from Millennium Falcon hanging in the ship. Yeah, bro. Just anything. Somebody could have like a rosary hung on it or whatever. You know. Whatever your swag or persuasion is. It'd be sick. I know we talk about this on almost every single stream, but I am getting really sick and tired of seeing that fucking warp animation. It pulls me out of the immersion. They've got to change it, and I'm being 100% real. All right, Hidden Jew, this landing is just for you. I could not duplicate the other one. I tried so hard. See you later, Gaming Line. 3D sources or Viking dagger kind of attached to the dash. Yeah, dude, that'd be sick. Also, faux real. All right. If there's no traveler in here, I'm gonna literally just destroy this space station. Can you actually blow them up? I know if you shoot them, they send police at you, like sentinels. But I wonder if you can like legitimately blow these things up. Dude, no traveler. Like a forehead, big cheese. HiddenJewAgenda, man. Any other device on finding these travelers, dude? I'm warping my nuts off here. Baba? Oh my god, I want this. I need 180 clusters. Fire rate speed for the cyclotron? Hell yeah, dude. 180 nanite clusters? I gotta cop that. I'm gonna do a mission. For some clusters. Well, what happened with my jetpack? It sputtered. See ya, Johnny B. Hidden Jew says that was a little better, I guess. I want a ship that looks like this Gex head. Anhead says the dangling falcon dice are a nod to Lucas's American Graffiti. It's a nice touch. Yeah, you know what movie I think I'm gonna watch? I think I'm gonna watch, alright, how did I come in here? Probably this door. I think I'm gonna watch, THX 1138. I think that was like George Lucas's like first movie or something. I really want to see that, just to kind of see. I had a ship that looked exactly like this. I called it the S-92 Parrot. It's my favorite ship ever. Looked almost identical to this. Different engines though, it had turbines. Cylindrical turbine engines. That's a pretty cool movie. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I want to, if you get a economy scanner, you can find a post, and sometimes you'll find them there. I'm still here. I was playing. See you to the gaming line. Oh, gotcha. Oh man, Sierra Nevada. Somebody named the system after a beer. Or was that the one I was just thinking?
Navigational data received.
Beautiful planet system. Betcha not after 1.3. Yeah, Johnny, do you play this on PS4, or are you one of those PC master classes or master race guys? Hey, Dad. Good. What's up? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, 1 second. Hey guys, I'm back. Just had my dad called, so I don't talk to him that much. He's been busy at work lately, so I took a few moments to chat with him. Dude, all I need is 2 million units to cop that thing. I'll probably never find another one. HiddenJewAgenda, how many of these have I passed up now, dude? These exotics, like fucking 4 or 5. Every time I find one, I can't buy it. It's bullshit. I guess I'll watch this thing take off. God, that's so fucking cool. Alright. So no traveler here. No traveler in the space station. Looks like I gotta move on. I will, but really calm down. Exotics roll through. Oh, awesome. Hey, Hidden Jew, so check this out. It's worth the lesser slots to get the stats. You're going to love it. Yeah. The only problem is that I got 1,200,000 credits and I needed 2,900,000 credits to get that ship. Otherwise, I really would have just got it because I hardly ever use that shuttle that I'm flying, and it would have been a no-brainer. I'd have swapped it out in a heartbeat. So, Hidden, what do you think about this forest, man? If you're still on, dude. Generic, what's up, dude? We actually have a forest in here, dude. This is the first planet I've seen in a long time that has a forest. And like a legit one. Pick up some supplies for some warp cells. I feel like I'm in that container right now. Oh shit. Hidden Juice says I like this planet. Yeah, because it actually has trees. Hidden Juice says I would claim this planet. I might. I haven't really built up my other planet enough, or my other base enough to really let that prevent me from doing it, so I may just do that. I might just claim this thing. Plus I have... Hell nah. Plus I have like cold protection anyway, so... Wouldn't mind living here. Agent Eric says, what galaxy are you in? I'm in Euclid. That's where mostly everybody is, and with there being some sort of multiplayer right now, I don't necessarily want to go someplace where there is not, you know, a lot of other players. So for now, I'm okay with being in Euclid. Hidden. This whole planet, bro, is a forest, basically. Which is cold. It's pretty legit. Right, off to the next system. Gotta find a traveler. Johnny says, get rid of those whiny animal sounds. Or change those. Yeah, dude. Or just add new sounds so that we don't hear those specific ones as often, right? I mean, that's... Oh, no, I was supposed to do something here. I was supposed to drop something off. I'm tripping. Turn around, turn around. Ah! Report to the mission, Agent. Gotta get my nanite clusters. Flutters. Did you like it? Did you like that? Wait till you see what just happened, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. That was disturbing. Okay, let's try this again. Dude, look at this, dude. Just trees everywhere here, dude. Maybe there's a traveler there. Aw, come on, dude. Jesus. I guess while I'm at it, I'll get some plutonium. This planet reminds me of the old days of No Man's Sky. Yeah, dude, it does. It does. I miss how many trees they used to have. Bro, that dude came at me hard just now. Yeah.
Incoming storm. Temperature levels stabilizing.
Oh yeah, I saw a pic from the last shadow. There's some sort of elders that look exactly like Gek. What if the Last Jedi is part of the No Man's Sky ARG? Nope. Just what I thought. Damn. How many nanite clusters do I got? Man, they didn't even go anywhere. I didn't even get those. I had no slots. That's fucked up. Don't fly upside down, you're making me dizzy, or maybe it's the vodka cranberries. Hell yeah, dude. I only did that so that I could like see more, you know, like the ground below. The only time I've ever found a traveler was on accident, and they were in an outpost. Not even like a trade outpost, just like a fucking house out in the middle of nowhere. And it led me to it. It's the only time I've ever seen one. It's like, Nora, put that down. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, please, for the love of God. I tried to be hidden. I tried to be hidden Jew for a second, man. It didn't work out. Alright guys, I was hoping that I would find a glyph before I had to do this, but it doesn't look like I'm going to find one today, y'all. So I'm going to call it quits. So, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for lighting up the living shit out of that comment section. Thank y'all for visiting. Anybody that was new, if you want to see more, like and subscribe. And fucking holler at you guys later. Appreciate it. Hey, don't hate. Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, I was looking for something specific, but I couldn't find it. Could not find it. Alright guys, later.